Hey YouTube, what's up? My name is Passionate and I'm here with my friend SycoticFatboi doing a VOD review for the Come Up 5, a KOF 14 tournament for beginner to intermediate players. We looked over a lot of information in these next matches to kind of find out where we can give advice to other new players. So today's match is Blackened versus Jose, and I really think we learned a lot about where you can leave damage on the table, where you can overcommit to certain situations. There's a lot that beginners can get from watching these sets. We took some extra time with this one just to make sure we broke down where we thought the games were getting away from the different players and how they can tighten up their offense just a wee bit. And I also wanted to take a small bit of time to thank you all for watching these videos and giving me feedback. It's really improving my ability to bring you better content, and thank you so much for that. Alright, without further ado, we're gonna get into the match. Please, if you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe just to know I'm always here. I'm always here, trying to get daily uploads. We're working on it. Anywho, love y'all. Peace be with you. Get into the vibe. Now that everyone can hear you, we've already done a test run. So this is take 2, the Come Up review, the Come Up 5, sorry, review. This is round 2, round 1. All right, we good. So starting off here, we were talking about how he's defending space a little bit pretty well.
And they were just playing a neutral.
Yeah, just stopping him from doing what he wants to do, you know? Like, Yori wants to get away with that. If Yori wants to do anything after that, you gotta tell him to stop before he stops.
Yep. And I like how he's checking everything that's unsafe, and he established a command grab, which is great. But I think it comes up soon right here. Ooh. I think Yori could have got a little bit more off of it. But yeah, how we're talking about like how he shouldn't just like roll like that. He's done that a few times. Yeah. That was unfortunate for Yori, but he still got something off of that. Right here, like he should have just blocked. I think he would have been safe, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Now, I like how he just backs off when he noticed that like he what's it called, when it wasn't his turn, when Yori was coming in, he wasn't confident enough in see, so that crouch B is the one that we're talking about, like he kind of killed himself by not finishing off the match.
That right?
Yeah, right there.
So like there's a way to do this, and for Benny players, I want to kind of tell you. Hi, Nate from the future here. I wanted to touch up on this real fast with the power of studio magic. There are a few tricks to learn about confirming Benny's knee into super. If you're committing to the up kick at the end of the knee, it's okay, but if you want super, you have to be ready to cancel stupid fast. Like, I mean ridiculously fast. It won't even come out unless you're doing the up kick without a super motion, and then you buffer a super motion before you see the up kick connect, and once the audio comes out, it's already too late. You can do it by doing knee straight into super to be safe. This ensures you don't drop it just by electing to do the easier route and not committing to the up kicks. But if you're like me, for that wee bit of damage, extra meter, and style points, you're really going to want to learn this next one. This part takes 3 separate motions and puts them all into one motion, so it kind of gets tricky. 2B into his knee, into the up kicks, into his knee motion again while selecting the super you want to choose. And remember, this needs to be buffered before the up kicks come out. If you see the up kicks come out, it's already too late and you didn't do it quick enough. If you're just starting, I'd recommend leaving out the up kicks for now. But with targeted practice, this can become second nature. You'll go out of your way to not leave damage left on the table. You can even do cool finisher stuff like this. I wouldn't do it if they're gonna live, but it's just something to think about. We didn't cover it in the VOD, but I'm glad I didn't because I had the time to sit back and really teach this subject out. Let me know if you guys want to see more of this in the comments below. Alright, now let's get back to the match, shall we? But here, even for me, this is kind of hard for me to recognize it's time to do a super, and there's a lot of times that I should absolutely have done a super. I just didn't. But that's a necessary practice. Like, he would have been dead. You had 23 seconds on the clock. You wouldn't have gotten a lot of health left, but he's almost full meter, and when you have a character who dies, it's going to be even, and you have another chance. You spend a bar to get a chance to take more health. But it's hard to recognize in the moment, but this is what the VOD review is for, is to slow down, take a moment, breathe. I missed that. Let me pay attention for it next time, or hopefully I can land this cool shit. Hey, Para, how you doing, man? I hope you're doing good, bro.
But yeah, it's something he should definitely be aware of. Like he should be paying attention to that life bar especially like when you land 2 hits.
Yeah.
But I guess when you're in the heat of the moment, I guess he just was not, exactly.
And just like when Jose was doing the crouch B combos, where he was doing crouch B Rekka, that's something I did too when I first started playing Iori, and I still kind of do it and revert to it. Like I'll forget to do my supers or forget to max cancel or something. My guest is a lot louder than me, my friend. Okay, let me fix this real quick. And I'll activate Windows when it does something for me.
Nice. Yeah, don't spend your money on that shit. So right there, instead of stand C, Jose should have just definitely been using stand B. I think that would have reached. I would have kept her at bay because he needs to actually establish like, hey, I can't let you get in on me. And sadly, he did not let her run far enough to get that close C. But I really like the attempt on that. I think he could have punched the roll. I think he was backdashing in the corner. Don't know exactly why he didn't.
So let's go back to that roll then, right? Is it here or
it's
like before?
Soon, right here.
Right there. So yeah. So you're saying Mai could have punished that roll?
He could have punished it better.
Yeah.
Bro.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure real quick.
I think there's not this one. Mai was in the corner. Let's see. Right there.
Oh, okay.
That was the one I was talking about. Yeah. So he got thrown instead. See right there too. See how? So that's twice. He's gonna get thrown right here. Bam. Here's another row, but he backdashed instead, so he couldn't now because of that.
Yeah. It's like he's rolling to get it in. Oh yeah. So this is, I remember, and not to be disrespectful, Blackened, but this was what I started doing that other match that we had when me and you played. When I realized you were panic rolling, I just started doing neutral jump or jump back and pressing a button because I knew that if you were going to DP right after, I was going to I'll eat it. But if you were going to do a roll, you might land in it. So it was like, that's one habit that you should take a time to look at real quick and see what else you might want to do in these situations. Like stand C, that was really good. Like you could do that instead of rolling all the time.
Yeah, so what Blackened was doing, like, it worked out for him because Jose was not punishing it properly.
Right.
But if Jose was to actually being more patient, waiting for you to roll and stuff like that, Jose should have definitely taken this round, and he should have a lot more HP.
Right. Yeah, it's kind of like getting away with murder there.
Yep.
I remember I did like what. Yeah, see, you waited that time. That's where you also said he could cancel on the super. Yeah, sure. No
when he rolls, so when he rolls, and right next to when he hits that crouch C, can you pause it when the crouch C hits right there? All right. So, in that moment, right?
Sorry. We'll go back. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I say just pause it there, so I just talk about a hit confirm route that he should be using.
Yeah, you're good.
So right here, instead of that, see a crouch C hit, he could have definitely used a crouch B to a crouch C. The reason why I say opt in for that route, because if you could actually get used to using that hit confirm, that's gonna allow you to have a little bit more time to realize, hey, I got a hit confirm. I could actually go into max mode, or I could do a DP into level 1 super, or fireball into super, or whatever it works, right?
And that's a frame trap too, right? If they block. If they block, it's like a frame trap. It's a true block string.
It's a true block string. You might be able to make a true frame trap if you pause it a little bit. So yeah, you actually can, because it's kind of like Kyo, how I do crouch B, then I do a slight pause so make it not a true block string.
Yeah.
Since you are +2 of Kyo, I don't know what's the frame data with well, I don't know if Kyo is +2 anymore, but I think maybe +1, or is it neutral now? But either way, like I think you could do crouch B, then you wait a little bit and you hit crouch C with Yuri, or close C with Kyo. You give him that little extra time to press the button, and it definitely frame traps.
Yeah, and it gets me a lot.
You have to look at the frame data for that.
But that also sets up a bunch of other stuff too, right? Like this
Yeah.
is the realm of like rethinking, of like trying to rewire your brain to think a little bit differently, right? With the new knowledge that you get, how to actually apply it. If you're building the frame trap or you're building a true block string, that's time for you to get them off of you, or that's time for you to confirm into a hit, and you'll get that much more consistently over
Yeah.
time. And it'll help you set up like block strings, and it'll help you set up like, you know, tick throws, and it'll help you like, oh, I'm not gonna crouch C this time, you've been respecting me too much.
Exactly. So that's what I wanted to break down for right there. So something that he should be doing and other players should be doing too. You get what I'm saying? So like for example, Mui Mui, you could do like a stand C, forward A, get used to using those hit confirms. So the two hit confirms. It's gonna definitely open your option when you see like, oh shit, 2 hits. Gives you a little bit more time to realize what's going on in this situation.
Yeah, and you need all the precious time in the world, especially with safe pressure or safer defensive options. Like doing crouch B into crouch C is not as nuclear as doing DP.
Yeah.
And you can possibly save yourself from making a large mistake in tournament, just by making one slightly safer choice that works and gives you more time to recover. Like, sounds like a win-win. You didn't DP the guy, but you got him off you.
Yeah, exactly. Another thing too, what I wish like what Yuri kind of did in that matchup against Mumi, I wish he used more air follows on take it more slow and wait for Mumi to make a mistake. Because Yuri could do that, and she could definitely take advantage of that, especially in that matchup.
I can say Blackened did a very good job of like establishing a good air-to-air game to make people not want to jump at least. Like, I remember that from fighting him. But that's when I would jump back instead. Huh?
Yeah. That's why, like, he would establish you to have a good, like, what's called anti-air game, and Yuri could definitely be a character to do so.
Yeah. Oh, he did it right there. Yeah, he knows. Then that's for all the other Yuris out there that just watched this. That's for you guys who are trying to learn more about KOF. He knew it. He knew it. It's cool. But yeah, electing to use that option more often will definitely net you much safer return off of wake-up options, more time to recover, all that sort of stuff. But I've done it too, where I've tried to wake up, and then I do, like, with Kyo, crouch B, crouch C, and then I do crouch B way too quick, and then only crouch C comes out.
Oh, that sucks.
Yo, that was a good... I always wondered why I saw people do stand C at the beginning. Now I get it. If you stand C and hop D, yeah, that's like the stupidest, like, stupid frame trap. I really want to know, like, I want to get in this guy's mind. It's working, like, great, but why would his...
Can you go back a few seconds? You see that roll I was talking about after he does a hit? I think it's right here. Or soon. Right here, yeah. So watch, pause right here. You see that roll right there that Yuri did in that corner?
Yeah.
So this is what I'm trying to teach you right here, or any other
the tech roll.
So when Yuri does a roll recover right here after this hit confirm, he's gonna do it right here. Pause it right here. Yeah. So when he's recovering right here, you could command throw him.
Yes.
So that's something that I was trying to tell you about. You need to be more aware, because that does happen with you. That does happen because there are other Benny players. You gotta remember, when the opponent rolls, they are vulnerable to throw at the very end frames as they roll recover.
Yeah, I've actually labbed that extensively.
Nice.
I have the timing down. Like, it's after the knee. Like, I don't have to do anything. But what I do it kind of to, like, as a last resort, because if you dash and go for the command grab and you miss, right, because they can roll through. You're good with the gain up? All right, cool. I'm going to let it rock. So in this situation, right, where off of the Tastanga knee, or whatever the fuck he calls it, right here, the moment you land, double dash forward, like with the run, and then pump the command grab in the run. And by the time you're done, by the time the tech roll is over, you grab them. But if you do it a second too late, which happens a lot online, where I will do a double dash and I won't even move. And I go, what the fuck? I didn't get my dash. Now I'm going to try to command grab. Oh, I did it way too early. The auto time thing didn't work. So, like, they roll out of the corner and then I'm in the corner. So it's, for me, the way that I've been practicing it, at least the way to execute it online, I have not been going for. And thank you for bringing that to my attention, because that's extremely necessary. That's a huge part of his game. I do it very rarely, and especially since, like, you guys like to jump on me a lot. So sometimes I just miss the timing on it.
Oh, for sure.
But that is a very important thing to know, especially, and the advice I'll give you that Dick gave me, especially in this situation where you decided to, like, kind of stand there, right? And then you go for the hop. That is going to get you killed, because that is not true. He'd have to, like, I think the only thing that would be like betting on like a sweep, right? Because everything else will hit you at that range.
Over here, watch.
Yeah, off of the knee, right? If you didn't go for command grab, anything will hit you from that range.
Yeah, or you could just meaty.
Oh, there was a disrespect.
That
was the teabag shit. Yeah, but that's what I mean, right? You can meaty instead of trying to go for a mix-up where you're literally like at 0.
Another thing too, if you're scared of command grab, you could just go for a regular throw.
Yeah.
And if you don't throw, you get a normal out instead.
Well, I think what I really need to do is just practice like holding forward and getting ready to throw. And once I get the walk forward throw stuff, then I'll be able to incorporate my run command grab after I've gotten the timing for the basic stuff.
For sure.
But that's something I'm going to be doing.
Yeah, that's something to practice for the
Yo,
future.
look at this. This is exactly what I call adaptation right here. I'm tired of you rolling. Stop rolling. Stop doing what you want. Stay out. I like it. It didn't work out at the end, but I liked where it was going.
Yeah, he just kind of be like too consistent with it, like, you know, just do it sparingly here and there. But
Yeah,
that was a good from catching him, rolling. I like that grab finish. That was sick. But I think he could have opted for more damage. But that grab is sick. Yeah, I caught him with the mash crouch B.
So I want to see. I think this was reaction. It looked like reacted to the jump with an air to air. Yep. Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
What an asshole.
Benny's
Benny's a messed up character. That was like full screen. Oh, you decided to jump? I'm gonna have to learn those ranges. I'm just always scared of like doing a super high jump to air somebody and getting tripped. So I rarely go for those.
Does it a lot.
What now?
Kevzer does it a lot.
Yeah, and I trip guard him a lot for it.
Yeah, he does catch you air a lot too, so it kind of does pay off here and there. But yeah, I agree that he does get trip guard like crazy though. See, everything's working out for him. He's being annoying. Like, well, he needs to.
Yeah, see, there's that neutral jump. That thing is so good against an opponent that's going to try to roll. Like, you can neutral jump, hop back, press a button. Like, it stops. It makes it like you have to come with a real offense, because if you decide to roll into me, you just rolled into a meaty okie. Like, are you left or right of me? Am I gonna cross you up? Like, you put yourself in a weird situation. Oh, he didn't get the punish. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, he did one stand B, then crouch C. I think that worked out that distance.
Yeah, I think especially online, I'm gonna start making it where like I convert off of like one taps of just like my crouch A or something forever.
Because that happens to me a lot. I play at the same time. And when I was playing like last Saturday, I was like, damn.
So this is a war of attrition right here. Like this is like my game plan versus your game plan versus like, all right, the layer, right? He goes for the rehop. He knows he doesn't want him to rehop again. He throws the B. So right here, like you'll see the B come out. Like it's like right after the right answer was there. Oh, I don't want you to jump. There you go. He stops. Okay, he hopped in on me. Oh, I'm gonna anti-air him. Okay, no, he backdashed. Okay, he's in. This is a true war of attrition of just like, what is it? And he really mixed him up when he went in. I can't believe that. That's crazy, bro. This game is hype. This game is hype.
Tag him while he's trying to move in, miss spacing, try to at least like, not like fuck up, do a wrong jump in and get in too deep and get hit by crouch B. So he was doing good at max dissing everything. He should have just ran on that, sadly, or just jump in.
I get that.
DP right there. That was a bad trip. That's one thing that Jose needs to stop doing. I think he needs to stop using crouch D like that, especially like if it's not in a frame trap or anything. Because you see how he's just
Yeah.
doing it? Just
That happens to me a lot too, where I'll sweep with Benny and I'll get smoked. Like I just really want the knockdown. Huh?
Like I won't really sweep unless I know that I could use it as like what's it called, a trip guard, or when I establish where like, hey, I've been staggering you with my max distance normals. I don't want you to jump. And maybe you could throw one sparingly here and there. But
Yeah.
I definitely don't use crouch D a lot. I think my character's crouch D is not that great. He could have.
Whoa, good shit. Oh, he rolled through.
Yeah, that was a bad roll. He could have definitely got popped for that.
Yeah, because he rolled himself into the corner here too.
Mm-hmm. Right here.
Yeah.
But he just wasn't like patient. That's why sometimes like in KOF, you know how we've been talking like in the past, like sometimes like you can't do too much because you miss an opportunity, especially like stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Trying to do a little too much, but you can't do too less at the same time, right? Because you're gonna let them run over you if you're not defending your space properly, and you're just being too defensive or too scared to just react. Like that's like one of the perfect example of like when you need to slow down and just chill and wait for a mistake.
Right.
He just does it again, just stands still. He knew he's just been wanting to run in. But he's not getting those clean jump-ins. He seems like he's been hitting them pretty high.
Yeah. Well, I think he's doing it to like try to air a lot, and he's got that timing of the air to air. Even I hit my jump Ds a lot of the times too high, because like you want to stop someone from moving. So you have to like dedicate. Do I want to just hop, or what? Like I don't know. You got to make quick decisions when you're Benny. And sometimes you don't make any.
When you do like a high jump D, and one of your fastest normal that you can convert is the stun gun knee or whatever that thing is.
Yeah. Sorry, can you say that one more time?
So let's just say, for example, like I know in King.
Oh, with like the jump D and then you go into knee when you land. Okay, so it's 6 frames, but from the very tip range, your knee. Okay, so. Jump D, let me at the tip, and then the heavy knee, its range is somewhere in between here. Yeah, so if he hits far, I have a setup because his C for some fucking reason can still hit up to this point. And if you max cancel, like if you do jump D, stand C, max cancel, immediate right Jenkin, you hit him with like the tip of it right here, and then you have to step kick immediately and then go into super. Like you can't get anything else, at least not like right off the rip. Huh?
How fast is stand C?
It's slow as fuck.
Oh, I see.
Or it might have like, it might be fast, but it has really bad recovery. One of the two.
R13, like some people when they hit like hit pretty high and kind of far, but the crouch B won't hit, but the stun gun will hit and they'll just convert straight into it.
Yeah.
But I don't know the startup frames between 14 to 13.
Yeah, but I've done crouch or stand C, or because you can't stand C like special cancel anything because it's a far normal, but you can but you can max mode cancel and you can run up, but the run up is like really rough to do off of a stand C because you're like super far. That's why I elected just like, if I'm gonna stand C confirm, I'm just gonna jump D, stand C, max immediately right Jenkin. The worst case scenario is they blocked it and I fucked up, and now I'm in range and not like super plus, but I'm at a decent distance.
I see.
And I can still threaten with a command grab an EX1 or something.
For sure.
Yo, so is that negative on the dive there?
I don't know, cause like sometimes I try to press buttons, like when she does the EX dive and I do a crouch B, I feel like I get hit by her stand C at times. So I was assuming she may be like +1, but I could be wrong.
Gotcha. That was a good guard cancel roll. Oh my god. That was a great guard cancel roll. Let's look at this real quick. It didn't end up becoming much, but that was so good. She's in max mode, off a sweep, rolled past. I don't know if you did it on purpose. I didn't know if you knew what was happening after, but god, that was fucking sick. And that was also sick.
He could have got a lot more off after that, though. Sadly, he missed, but that was a good attempt. Damn, see, like...
Yeah, you just rolled back in the corner. Oh, no.
Yeah, it's bad. Because Mai is...
Rolled back in the corner again. Oh, no. Sorry, go ahead.
So, Mai was whiffing a lot of those stand C. Mumi could definitely be punishing with her stand C. And that's what happens when you keep rolling. He's missing those opportunities. He's being so hasty and just being, like, right next to him. But
well,
like,
he whiffed the stand C because he rolled.
No. I think Mumi would have been fine. Like, if there's a few times where he should have been fine with the stand C.
I mean, right here? There?
And, like, before.
Oh, okay.
But there's, like, a few of them, like, in general throughout the
Oh,
match.
like there, right at the beginning. Probably. I think that would reach.
Let's see what's up. See, like, right there, I would have pressed another.
Yeah, right there, too.
Yeah, right there when you backdash, you could hit stand C again. Probably won't punish her, but at least, like, use it to take your turn, you know, put her and make her block.
Yeah, and get your space. Like, make her fight for it instead of being able to jump like that all over you. And as I like to call it, you got to instill the will. Jump C or stand C will help you instill the will.
So, you know, another thing too, like, there was a few times he was doing jump CD high. He needs to be able to, like, what's it called, trip guard that.
Yeah. Yeah, trip guarding is extremely important. But then again, like, being ready to trip guard, you can't be ready to roll like that. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to try to do that. Damn, that was an unfortunate whiff jump in. But good on Jose to capitalize.
Mm-hmm. He just needs to slow his roll. Sometimes just gotta be comfortable in your space and take it, you know, like, you don't always need to go in, because I mean, you just end up playing so one-dimensional, and the way how, like, Jose just adapted, you're just running to everything that he's doing, because he's just trying to defend the space at this point and catch you moving in here and there.
Yeah, and Mai's not even really moving right now. She's just
being comfortable in her space.
Yeah. Netted her the corner. He rolled out, but, you know, them's the break sometimes. Oh, he got the mix. Oh, my God. All right. Oh, no, he dropped it. Went for the cool shit.
Lag between the two players, and I think that's why he could have dropped it. Because, like, delaying the last hit launcher, you have to delay it, right? So if there's, like, 3 to 4 frames of lag, that's, like, enough to drop that last hit or to mistime it.
He wasn't ready for the guard cancel roll.
But this match is like, it was pretty close between the two players.
Yeah, I think so, dude. I really think so.
But I think Blackened just definitely had a chill because he hanged himself. I think it could have been much more closer than this. Yeah, that was a bad trip. I don't know.
Yeah, but you know, making
Yuri got more off of that. Because if Yuri did stand C, that he would have blown up that trip.
Yeah. Yeah, and the blowback to finish it out. Let's look at that again. Good defensive space. He got you first, but you still have the advantage. So after he got that anti-air or air-to-air, what did he do? Let's pay attention. Right here, he threw a fireball, but he jumped back. That's the corner, man. Ugh, that hurts.
Because I guess he's scared of DP.
Yeah, no, I feel it. I'm probably sure that I did that shit a lot too, and I'm gonna grimace at it every time I do it. But jumping back in the corner just feels so bad.
Yeah, he missed a hit confirm. That could have made a difference to have knockdown go for mix. Yeah, Jose did good, just like playing patient, just let Black net or Blackened, like, freaking, what's it called, hanged himself from there. just being
Damn.
so hasty.
Yeah, that button was just a little too high to do anything.
So like what Blacken needed to do in that like matchup, I mean like he anchored Yori and Benny. So I guess we could just can we just pause it right here so we don't
Yeah,
go to
man,
the next match?
absolutely.
I just want to talk like an overview of like what Blacken should have been doing because like so he how in general he was just getting so patient and he has like these characters who have like decent long range normal like Mumui air to air hop B, hitting the tip of it, crouch C, which I didn't really see much of crouch C from Mui at all, which is
Yeah.
actually a pretty good normal. And her far stand C, then you got what Yori stand D, Benny stand B. Like he did use it, but I feel like how we're talking to the point where you do like a high jump D, then like you don't really get anything after it, but you could throw a fast normal where if he does press a button, like it will most likely beat him pressing a button. You get what I'm saying? Like he
Yeah.
didn't establish like hop D hit high. I would like do something like hit stand B and maybe throw another stand B. Then when an opportunity come like that again, that's probably conditioning him more like, oh, if he was pressing button, he probably would if he got tagged. And then like if you're thinking that like, oh, maybe since I did this, that probably would have made him to realize like maybe I should block on the next time I see this similar situation, which could open up for a jump D. If it hits kind of high to a stand B, then you probably be like, okay, he's probably gonna expect this second stand B since I hit it twice or something like that, or X amount of times, and he's been um getting pressured or can't get out of it. That could have been something where he could have conditioned him where, okay, I'm gonna try to do either one a rehop pressure after one stand B, or I'm gonna run up and go for a command grab and see how he reacts. And there's like it's just something like what these players need to start doing to each other when they condition them to be a little bit more honest. That's when they could start like implementing like a scarier mix-up game in general.
Yeah, and I think you just hit it on the head, man. I don't think I have anything to add to that. Just keep it simple, and as you're keeping it simple, like work in different ideas that you want to do. Like you can't have like I'm gonna anti-air this guy and then start my offense as your only choice. And I'm not saying that is. I'm just saying that that's one of the things we saw a lot.
Yeah.
And you can just build off of that, right? Like if that's one part, like that's really what you want to do to people, absolutely, by all heart's content, do it. But work a little bit in there too, just get some crouch. Yeah, what's up?
And another thing I want to say about who's the other player, Jose? Like I like how he is checking people on moving in, but what he needs to do is like when you do a few checks and you notice his tendency, um, he could have definitely like play it a little differently. Like for example, like I noticed he's been doing this a lot, and maybe like I've been checking him. Maybe like I'm gonna try to stand at a different place and see if he's gonna go back to his old tendencies, which he'll probably hang himself. So he could probably do like, a trip guard since he was rolling. I noticed that when I do this, I hit him with this. He started to roll. He panic roll. Maybe if I hit him with one crouch B instead of throwing or not crouch B, stand B with my instead of throwing two, I will throw one. If he blocks or hit, then I'm gonna step back a little bit, and if he panic rolls again, then that's why he needs to work on a hit confirm. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There were situations where he was just hitting too many stand C's, where like okay, I hit him with a jump attack or yada yada yada, and at this space he's just been so frustrated. He's been rolling.
Yeah.
I would just chilled on the spot and just see what happens from there. That's something I would suggest Jose to work on. It's good that he can keep people out, but don't do it too often. If he's hanging himself, look for the bigger picture. Use that against him if that's like his panic tendency, because you want to be able to like manipulate the same situation in the future. And especially when you have meter, that's when you really want to capitalize on it, so you can actually turn that match or just that round in general into your favor.
Yeah, and if you're making your opponent panic, then it's your time to start turning up the gas, right? That's when not the air to air, like you're gonna stop wanting to move. That's when you can start running up, waiting. Like I'm saying turn on the gas and then I say wait, but I mean like you could start activating like a really strong, like I know you're gonna do this kind of shit. Like I know you're gonna roll. I know this motherfucker's gonna do it.
Yeah,
Or something like that.
just fish it out. Just, you may not get the first time, but hey, maybe the second and third get, and then if it does happen, you have 2 meters. That's big boy damage right there.
All right, I'm gonna take a 1 minute restroom break. I'm gonna let this roll for you, if that's cool. Oh, pause.
I think just leave it pause. Yeah, I
Cool.
gotta take a swig of water and all that stuff.
Cool, man. I'll be right back, everybody.